Hello.
Hey, how's everybody?
I'm having a little technical difficulty, but
Oh no, not you. Not Miss Techie.
I am. So, but that's okay. I can do this flying blind, right, Jeanette?
Yeah, you can. Just don't mess up my show, please. Don't touch the
There I am.
Oh, you're gonna pay for it.
I'm so used to this, us having technical difficulties that nothing phases us. We just keep rocking it. So today it is time. It is time for Having Fun with J&J. It is part of the Creative Spirit channel. We are coming to you live, right? We're live, right?
Yeah, live.
Yes.
And we have some new friends. As usual, Jeanette keeps everything under wraps for me. She's the perfect wife. She hides everything until I have to do it and then says, just do it. And I do. It's a marvelous relationship.
Honeydewless.
I did get a sneak peek. They do wonderful work. This is the Comeback Crew. And they're going to come in, talk to us about what they do. And, animals are our, we love our animals. And so we're always trying to look at different ways that we can bring this to you and show you what other people around the country are doing. And so without further ado, I'm going to slide this over to Miss Jeanette because she's the brains of the group.
Not really, but thank you for the comment. Nobody flatters me. Nobody flatters me. What can I say? Anyway, so the guest that I met, we were at a vending of Pause for Courage, and it was just recently, and I fell in love with them, and we picked up the card, and I said, oh my gosh, what a nice name, the Comeback Crew. What is that all about? So we're about to let them go have the stage, and we are live on TV, y'all, because I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, yeah, we look good. What can I say?
YouTube too.
Yes, YouTube too, and Facebook. We're all over the place, girl. But anybody who's watching us live from the TV, they could get it right there on Roku TV. That is shown all over the world. We're even shown on Austria and in what was that other place that we say? What was that other place that I said? Are they gonna throw a bomb? Yeah, Belgium. There it is. So
we have a following in Puerto Rico.
Yes, we do. My family's wonderful.
Nice.
Anyway,
nice.
So we're right on time. Okay, so these are my friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Stella and Sue tell you who they are and what they're doing. And Stella, girl, how are you doing?
Stella's one of my favorite names. I love Stella.
Oh, thank you. I tell the story. I was named after my grandmother, who was Stella Spinella.
Oh,
you can't make that up.
She married the Spinella, but I just think that's
I love that. Stella Spinella. That sounds like she played on that movie, The League of Their Own.
Oh, you're right. Actually,
you're right.
That would be perfect. Goodness.
My favorite movies. I love that movie.
That's funny. Yes.
So Sue, started off. Tell us the beginning of the Comeback Crew. Have you always been the Comeback Crew, or did you start doing something first and then you kind of developed?
Well, I was in the rescue world in the shelter, and I met Stella because she was animal control at the time. And we just worked good together. We had the same mission.
Okay, and what mission was that? What's your mission?
To find beautiful homes for animals, rescue them, and making sure it's their forever home, and to keep their dogs home, because there's so many that
fail.
Yes. We didn't have a problem going and helping people if they were having problems with an animal at home. Let's fix the problem if we can.
Yeah.
And I was blessed that Stella called me and asked if we wanted to start this, because we believe it starts with keeping your animals at home, because we've seen so many situations where people were forced to give up their animals with no other options.
Yeah,
And
that touches my heart because, as everybody knows, I just lost my Laverne 11 years unexpectedly. And so I'm always looking for small dogs and maybe the same kind of Chihuahua to replace her. But I'm giving myself time to heal. You know.
oh,
So
I know.
yeah.
They're
So that is
so
so precious.
And Stella, being where she works as an animal control, she's seen a lot more
Mm.
I
than
couldn't
I
do
have.
it. I couldn't. I'd have to clobber people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
for
we got
me,
together.
what I identified was I was watching rescues do what rescues do. We all know it. They have a safe space for animals that are not wanted, or so we feel, and they're going to saved from a euthanasia list, etc. Working in the animal control field, I started to see people that were not the animal was a symptom of what was going on with that person in the home,
Right.
but also the person didn't want to give up the animal, obviously didn't ask for this emergency to happen, but who has $3,000, $5,000 just hanging around for some sort of an emergency care? So that we were running into that wall where folks would reach out for help when the issue was small. Nobody would be able to help them. And then by the time it got to me as an officer, the issue was so much bigger. So then it wasn't about how we get the dogs out of the shelter. It was how do we keep these animals in their loving homes if that is the best thing for them. And that's how we stabilize and make the animal healthy. And if needed, we stabilize and make the pet owner healthy. And that
We don't hear about that. That is fantastic.
So we have
that just the dogs are traumatized when they go from their home to any kind of shelter environment. Even if it's like a vet, like, you know, you're helping your dog and they need to have treatment or whatever. Like my dog, if he thinks he's going to the vet, you cannot find him.
Yes, I know.
I mean, he knows.
You know,
I have a bull terrier, and
oh goodness,
you can't drive that dog. I swear, it's like if he doesn't want to go, but it's really traumatizing in any form for an animal to go from their home to a shelter. So that's like an amazing idea where you help them in the home.
And it's traumatizing for both sides.
Yes.
You know, these folks, especially where we live, you've got a lot of seniors or disabled.
Seniors,
and that is their only companion. And now it gets ripped out of their arms and they're kind of criminalized. And then the shelter, gets the animal stabilized and gets it if able to do so, which is great. But then it goes to a rescue, and the rescue will sell it to another family. So now nobody wins in that game, in my eyes. It's a need. Don't get me wrong; all that plays a part. But why are we not working with trying to give resources to the pet owner in need, so that pet can stay in the home and they're not traumatized by losing both sides aren't traumatized by losing their loved one. And that's kind of where the passion came from. And I saw the gaps in what was happening. And it was kind of like re-merchandising. And so you're re-merchandising, you're making money, and goodness, let it be a high desired dog. Jump through hoops to get that dog out of that home sometimes. And I just, it's
if it's a designer dog.
It's not.
Yeah.
A designer dog. What's a designer dog?
Those little white puffy ones, or
anything small breed, pure breed, that type of stuff.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you something. Do you offer like I know some people say they don't have insurance to pay for their care. What do you offer them any type of insurance for their care?
Well, we offer medical care at a discounted or a donated cost. So if they come to us and they have an issue, we're creating an angel fund at 2 of our local veterinarians. So we have a nighttime vet and an emergency vet that helps us tremendously. And they have a lot of great programs that folks don't even know about, which we're going to touch on.
Yes.
But so that's that overnight emergency weekend and holiday care. And then I have a daytime vet for your regular just sterilization things for the rescue portion. But for pet owners, we also have a mobile vet that can come around, and we do mobile sterilization for low, like $50, where it's $1,500 to get a female dog spayed here and $700 to get a male dog neutered.
It's ridiculous. No wonder why we're out of control with puppies all over the place.
And I'm gonna say something, but it's in addition to what you offer. But for those people, and I'm telling you because I've been with this company 15 years, and a lot of people say they like it. So it depends on what experience you had with it. But along with what you have for people, if they can't afford insurance, there is an affordable insurance out there, and it's called Banfield. Have you ever heard of it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And I used to pay for my dog $100 a month, and it was the Optimus WellCare plan. And I never had to pay for her shots, never have to pay nothing. It's covered in the plan, and you pay only a co-insurance for any emergency medical things, which still costs pricely. Like when my dog was going through her dental, it cost me $500 out of pocket, and that's a lot for somebody. They can't do that. No, so if they could use that with you in conjunction, that if you can get even PetSmart or Banfield to help you, that you could be part of that group. I'm being a Jenny right now. You can have such a wonderful establishment, because they're always seeing people that can't afford the insurance, or the copay or the co-insurance. And that's something that is so touching, and people would join you, and that will be a connection that you two have. I'm just throwing that out there if you ever wanted to investigate that.
Well, we also have other things that we direct to, and we might and we will check that out.
No, I absolutely love that, because that's the biggest goal is building your army. So that's why, and we're going to get into more of the programs that we offer and the unusual relationships that we have with other organizations, but that's what makes us different from another animal rescue.
I love what you do already. I am a dog lover 100% and everything. So I just love what you do. So go ahead and tell us, what is the process like? Okay, I'll tell you, you find out. So how does that work? Do you get a call from somebody?
Usually we get a call. I'm the one that gets all the calls.
Okay. And how does that work? How does that work?
It depends what they need.
Okay.
What's the situation? What's going on? How can we direct them? And then Stella and I will work on something to help them if it's something that we can help with, or direct them where they can call.
What's the telephone number that they call?
860-377-9409.
Okay. So are you just what areas do you cover?
We'll cover pretty much everywhere, basically Pasco County, but we will go outside of Pasco County.
Yeah, we've done rescues in Hillsborough, Pinellas. We work with groups in Spring Hill. So like I said, the Army is as big as we want it to be. Right now, I'm involved with a COAD-VOAD. That's through our long-term recovery. So that's like our volunteer groups that the county puts together. And then there's a regular paid coalition that can get grant monies and stuff. So it's called the Dirty Hands Team is how we started it. Well, actually my gator trapper, who is part of our group, has this Dirty Hands Team. Yes.
Well, Jeanette, I said, okay, so the one reason why I don't go to Florida.
Well, look, he's on the shirt because the alligator is part of our rescue.
When they ring doorbells, I I'm done.
You're out.
I saw this guy. I was doing the intro and stuff, and I said, "Hey, Jeanette, who's the Gator guy?" And she's like, I don't know. I said, "I think he's part of the comeback crew." I go, "They do Gators?"
Uh-huh.
That's part of a problem in Florida.
I
Is it or
know.
is it
That's
not?
why I don't go there, Sue.
I'm telling you. You never know.
That is hilarious.
See,
So,
him
what
go-
does that look like? What does
So
that
what
look
does
like?
the Gator situation?
Yeah.
So it's through FWC and Rick, who had sent you some information, who is part of our extended group.
Uh-huh.
He is a FWC nuisance gator trapper. So what will happen is, depending upon the situation, there could be a gator in the middle of the highway. Sheriff's Department will like kind of keep it there. Got to go out and get them. Or there's nuisance gators that are coming up to folks. Like the first one I ever went on with him was a bus loop at an elementary school, and there was a gator in the retention pond that was fenced, but the bus would go around that retention pond. Well, this gator would be in the bus loop hanging out. And we went out there, my first experience, and even my experienced trapper for 28 years said, there's no way he's going to come out. All this activity was going on. The maintenance guy was there. The resource officer was there. The buses are going on. We put on a distress call. It was like King Kong coming through the reeds. And he came out with an aggressive, and even my trapper experience for years was like, he was surprised. So that, I mean, this gator was probably 6 feet easily to take out an elementary child. So,
I know he's God's creature, and God does have a sense of humor. Seriously,
they serve a purpose. They are a gate.
I know they do, but I don't like to be pulled over and rolled. Or is that the crocodile?
No, they do it.
No.
The gator does it.
I don't want to.
It's called the gator roll,
and then be someone's entree.
It's called the gator roll.
I would hope that I gave him really bad gas. That's the only thing.
Way bad.
Oh my God.
I don't know which ones are worse, the gators or the sharks. I don't know.
No, not the sharks.
No, not the sharks either.
Sure.
The gators for sure.
I just think it's really amazing that we have people that do that, because I always see them go across the golf course.
Yep.
Golf course, and you see all these dudes are out there, with their putters and their drivers, and here comes this gator.
They're taking selfies.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Drink time.
And I'm the one that's running into it, and they're all running away.
Figures.
That's the fun of it, though.
So do you do all animals then?
Well, we stay with domestics. This gator scenario and wildlife situation happened in a strange way that our relationship connected me and Rick. So at that point, I was like, I want to learn how to do that. And next thing, we were getting together and he was training me. Well, he also does dump trailers for, a business. So at that point, I was running into folks, like I said, we don't only stabilize the pet, we want to stabilize the pet owner. So
that's
we
usually
were running into folks that needed trash and debris, because remember, we got 3 hurricanes back to back to back. So there's people here that are struggling still, and they got piles of debris and trees and all kinds of stuff. So they're, they got to get rid of that. It's creating black mold, rodents, all of that. So he helped me out with getting services for these people. And then it grew into electricians and plumbers and fence and tree and all of it. So it's a team. And now
we're blessed.
Under the United Way. We are a committee under the United Way.
Oh, wow. I know the United Way.
Right. The Volunteer Way, United Way, and Fresh Start for Pasco. We that's how it started, is they came to me and said, because I was always helping them out. And they were like, you know, what you do is a disaster, like relief.
Really,
Because it's one person that's in a crisis and one animal, and that's considered a disaster. So that's how they were able to get us under them. And then we added in the team of handymen because they're part of the crisis, solution.
So are you guys thinking of, we always ask this because we're always about expanding and we always want everybody, when we see something that's this positive and this really awesome assistance to people that we don't ever think about that need it, but they do need it. Are you thinking about other states to teach other people how to do? Because Texas has a huge stray dog issue.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dogs come up from Mexico. A lot of the people bring them up from Mexico. A lot of guys go and buy a dog here, and it's a cute puppy, and now it's not so cute anymore. A lot of places now won't take some of these dogs, like to move, like if you have a house and then you have to move, and they just dump their dogs.
See, I have a problem with that. I really have a problem with people that get a dog and then they go somewhere where dogs are not permitted. Yep. I have a problem with that because my Laverne, I was everywhere with her, and this place used to be a non-dog. Then they changed it, but I wouldn't go anywhere where I couldn't bring my dog. I'm
the same way.
Yeah, I just don't understand that, and I don't like it.
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry.
The only thing I can say is that sometimes, I'm not to count for the people that are people that just like bail their dogs, but sometimes it happens, like a divorce, or my daughter was dating a guy, and he bought her a husky puppy, and they had it for about a year, but then they broke up, and he left, and she couldn't get out to another apartment because huskies are tough.
Yep. Huskies are very tough.
And so she did a very cool thing. I have another friend who works with rescue groups in California. She found us a husky rescue, and the dog went to an Army vet with PTSD who had just lost his dog. And Megan gave the dog to this guy who was in California, but then he moved to Texas. And Max my daughter was just beside herself. She goes, Mom, Max passed away last week. I mean, she would follow him and watch him, and this dog had the greatest life. So he went from an apartment in San Diego to a ranch in Texas.
Wow.
Where everybody loved him. Mm-hmm. And he could run and run and run and run. And then at night, he slept with the guy, because that's what the guy needed, was to be able to be alerted, like when he'd have an night attack. Right.
Yeah, I'm that person, by the way. I am that person. Mm-hmm.
So the dog did his thing, and he lived about 12 years. He was
that's amazing right there.
He had a great, so this is what rescues do for people. And we were very lucky because I had a friend that said, yeah, we're going to hook you up with this thing. And this is what helps people. She did not want to give up that dog. She loved the dog.
Aww.
But I said to her, you know what? This dog is not an apartment dog. This dog is a dog that needs to have a purpose, needs a job, and needs to be outside and working. And so this kind of thing with the comeback crew would be a godsend to other people who have this, because there are rat things out there. Believe me, I see them. They throw the dog out.
I cannot see that. That breaks my heart.
But a lot of times you're giving up a beloved dog or a cat or whatever, and at least Megan knew she could see the dog.
Yeah,
she could watch the dog. He sent her pictures and videos, and she knew that the dog was having a better life.
Yep.
And it made her feel better.
Exactly. See, that's something different when you got certain circumstances, but I'm talking about the ones who get them and throw them.
Yeah,
who get them and throw them. Yeah.
And one of the things that I struggle with is I get it. Life happens, things change.
Right.
Don't call me 48 hours before you have to bring that dog to a shelter when you knew 30 days ago.
Right.
That's where I have a problem,
Right.
because you're not putting your priorities when you have the knowledge of what's going to be happening. Your priorities should be looking into what your options are, if that's going to be the case. Even if you don't know for sure, you need to start your research, because the next thing you know, we're struggling and we feel awful because we want to save the animal.
Right.
And the person's crying now because it's like becoming reality. And they don't realize that makes it more difficult on us. But I think they feel like they look like bad parents. So they delay until it's too late and they got nothing left. And that's when they'll leave the dog behind in the home, or call tomorrow I got to do this. Well, ew. So
I have
there's
a
that
question
struggle.
for you. I usually see homeless people with their dogs, like that's their life and they're right there. Do you often help them, like with food or anything, with, because I know they're veterans, because they're not right, for some reason, but their dog is always with them. They will not let that dog go, and they're homeless, they're in the street, but their dog is gonna eat, and they won't let them go. Have you ever do you go after those people too and try to help?
All the time. And we also we do like pop-up food events, which are in these areas where these folks are located. We go to where they don't have transportation, where there are limited resources, where there are those homeless communities rampant in the area, and we've made friends with them. They actually help us out in certain situations and circumstances, because we help them, they come around and they help us. So it's this amazing dynamic that the people that are that we involve, that engage with us, it's everybody from somebody who has money to that homeless person who wants to help with something, or food giveaway or something, and they're bagging food because they're getting food, so they want to give back, so they'll be there
even the elderly too. Elderly
Oh
is a
my
big one too.
gosh, you deserve an applause, cheering, because that is we love it, and I can't see anything else. And let me ask you something. How did all this come about? Did you wake up one morning and say, "Hey, I want to rescue pets"? How did this company, how did it all started?
Well, like Sue said at the beginning, it was our relationship, and we had the same vision. So where her entity, what she was working, she was struggling because she seen more. I was doing the same thing because I seen more. We kind of started doing things together outside of it. And things were going well, and then there was just a separation, the divide. She moved back to Connecticut. We kind of lost touch for a little bit, but when I remained working with the community here and with the 501c3 C3 groups and all the volunteer ways and all, and when I was approached, because I was still doing it in small ways, when I was approached by a woman named Jan Martini from the Fresh Start of Pasco and said, we could put you as a committee under us. And it was, first phone call was to Sue. And then that was it. We just rebuilt it. The Army was always there. We just
organized it. You just got to organize it.
Yep.
Yeah. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. That is such a wonderful story. Well, right now we're going to go ahead and go into commercials, and then we'll be back with more fabulous of the combat
crew.
Thank you.
On here. We're just going to go to commercial. We're not going anywhere. Okay. So hold on tight, because we're just going to be right back after these commercials.
We've all been there, searching for the perfect words and the perfect card in a generic greeting card aisle and getting frustrated. Well, stop searching and start connecting. Welcome to Miss Craft Princess Designs. Our greeting card monthly subscription includes a birthday, thank you, thinking of you, get well, and sympathy card. Our cards are made of high quality materials, including cardstock, beautiful pattern papers, stamps. Many of them are hand colored. Each one comes with an envelope, making it ready for gifting, and they will be treasured for a lifetime. You can get the subscription as a one-time or a monthly subscription. For further information, visit our website at www.misscraftprincessdesigns.com. And remember, giving a
Creations of the Heart Art. More than a clock, a memory. At Creations of the Heart Art, every clock tells more than time. It tells a story. From beautiful roses and elegant florals to unique creations celebrating family, home, and the people we love. Every design is carefully handcrafted with creativity, imagination, and heart. Whether you love elephants, nature, vintage treasures, or meaningful keepsakes, we create pieces that reflect your personality and your memories. From playful favorites to nostalgic classics, every clock is designed to spark joy. Because the best gifts aren't found in stores. They're made from the heart. Discover your next treasure today at Creations of the Heart Art, where time becomes...
Remember the excitement of checking your mailbox and finding something special waiting just for you? Now you can experience that feeling every single month with the brand new Postal Ink Exchange. For only $12 a month, you'll receive a mailbox surprise filled with creativity, inspiration, and fun. Every month includes an inspirational card, a beautiful postcard, a recipe collection card, exclusive vendor discounts, fun magnets, and stickers. And every month, a special surprise waiting in your mailbox. The Postal Ink Exchange is more than mail. It's happiness delivered from our heart to yours. Support small businesses, discover unique creations, and enjoy the joy of real mail again. Join the Postal Ink Exchange today for only $12 a month, exclusively from the Creative Spirit channel, where
Oh,
We lost Stella.
are we back?
I don't
Yeah,
know
we
what
are.
happened to Stella. She'll be back. She probably just dropped off or something. You know, the hot weather over here be killing people. Anyway, so this is again, this is the Having Fun with J&J show. We're back here with the comeback crew, and they are almost like animal rescue, right? Am I saying right? Animal rescue, and
We are. We're
yeah.
hoping to save the animal with the people.
That's right. And that is different. I've never heard of that. I always say they always save the animals, but I never heard of someone say, hey, I'm going to save the animal with the person, because they both coincide together, right? They both belong together.
Yes, they
And
do.
that's sweet.
My dog is my family.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
how I
know.
feel. I have
Yeah.
2 rescues sitting right in my living room, that were on the euthanasia list. So I get it,
Yeah.
The same daughter that had the husky used to work in a vet's office, and then she worked at the shelter. And every single day she came on, Mom, gotta bring this dog home. Or Mom, she wanted to bring a horse home one time. I was like, okay,
you had to draw the line.
we don't live there, but we ended up, finally she said, Mom, this dog is they're going to put this dog down because he's an old shepherd. He's actually a shepherd husky mix. And I just thought he was a mess. He was such a mess. I already had 2 big dogs. I had a golden and I had an Aussie, and they were like together, like they were a team. And it's always hard to bring a third dog into that situation. The dog, they were fine. he had his place, though. He would never interfere with the two of them. Like if you took pictures of them, the two would be here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm telling Stella to clean the lens so
Yeah,
we can
she needs to move her camera.
Yeah.
So the third rescue would stay to the side. The two would be together. And we had to shave him completely, you know, but he lived like 4 years with us. He almost lived to be 16.
That's amazing right there. You know, I'm big into senior dogs. I love senior dogs.
Really? I that would be hard for me because when I get attached to a dog and I know that, you know, they only have a few years left, I can't do that. I
know
want
what you're saying, Jeanette, but
yeah.
this is how I look at it.
Okay.
They got to go out and be loved and know
No.
what love was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just had a pit bull that was on the euthanasia list that I pulled 10 minutes before, and they said that she wasn't good with other animals. And she lived in a home with a bunch of dogs and was the light of the apple of their eye. And she just died, and I did a big honor thing on her. And it was it's beautiful. It's, you know, I look at it as, yeah, it's hard to lose animals.
Yeah.
But isn't it beautiful to know they went out with love?
Yeah, it is true. Yeah. I'm still a little bit, like I said, I'm still a little grieving for my little Laverne. She was my ride or die. She was everything to me on my side and everything. And, you know, she passed away. It was hard. I think I cried for her more than I did with my husband that is not here no more.
I know that feeling.
I cried for her more.
Stella, you having issues?
I am. My computer, I don't know what happened. It like,
you know, you could get on your phone too if you have
that's
your phone.
what this is.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I don't know why the screen.
It could be the lens. The
Which
lens
screen? My front screen?
Yeah,
I don't know.
your camera, your camera.
There it is.
God.
I
Holy
cleaned
moly.
back.
Holy moly.
And you know, and this is
I
why
don't
we
know.
like live TV. Live TV, life happens. We get all these issues. With
I
our
know.
electricity, you know, and that's okay. You know, we're like, okay, well, we're gonna do what we gotta do.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I have no clue. This is
It's
what you
okay.
get.
You had
You
such
go outside.
I know you had such a good film the other time.
I have no clue. Like I said, it's a mess. It's okay. It's just my day to day. Give me a break. I'm used. See, that don't work.
Sue, what are you
somebody
planning
come
to do?
save me.
Yeah.
So do
I
you
need
guys
somebody
do
to come
like fundraisers? Do you do events to raise money? How do you guys
We're trying, and that's what we're trying to do, because our goal is to do a spay and neuter event every other month.
Oh,
That's what we would like to do. I already have half the list already filled up for our next one.
Wow, it's a great need. That's the whole thing. I have to. Do you also have where people that look for a specific type of pet, like they know they can't have a large dog, they can only have a small one because that's all they can handle? Do you often find dogs for them? Do you match them?
If I can, I will. I believe that people need to look for an animal and match their energy level.
Yeah.
When I used to work in a rescue, I had more than people that would come in wanted these cute little year-old or puppies. No, you need to match your energy level, or it's not going to work.
Well, and you know, the thing is, I mean, like puppies are adorable. Everybody loves a puppy, but honestly, if you have a lifestyle, my dog is about 12. Again, a bull terrier. We have a rhythm. We have a system. You know, he hangs out when he's supposed to. He's only occasionally naughty. And I don't.
It's a bull terrier.
I know, right?
I'm just gonna leave. I don't know how to do it.
Let me go ahead and mute her for a minute.
I couldn't do a puppy. I don't have the
I don't
lifestyle.
want a puppy.
And even though,
Yeah. That's what I was gonna tell you. That Laverne was a rescue. She was 2 when I got her, and she lived with me. Now she was thrown in the lake.
Oh
She
my
was
God.
literally thrown in the lake with her babies. Her babies never survived, but she did. And it was like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and get her, done. And when I got her, it only was $25 to cover the immunizations and things like that. And I got her, and she was with me all these years. Wherever I went, she went. She became my little whatever. And you can train her. She used to get in the bag. I used to carry her. I have a backpack for her, and I will open the bag. She already knew her routine. Jump in the back, get in the bag, and come on my back. She was that person, and I love it.
And she just got the golf cart and put the little back for her.
Yeah, I did. I changed my golf cart, and I made a bed for her. I made like
Oh
a
my
trunk bed
God.
for her. And the day after she passed, the man comes and is delivering my golf cart to me, and I just start bawling. He goes,
Yeah.
"What's happening?" I told him the story. He goes, "Do you want me to take it back?" I went, "No, it's
Oh.
okay." Because you never know what God will send me another dog, and that'll be their spot,
You'll
But
never know.
you never know. And I'm healing. I'm still healing. I still tear up at night. I get up with anxiety because I don't have her anymore. And she was my service dog, and she was also my ESA dog. So she was my ride or die. Like I said, she was with me all the time.
She was your soul dog.
Yes, she was.
That's how
She
this
was.
is. This right here is my little soul dog. And
Oh,
she'll
please
come
bring
out
her on
and-
camera. Bring her on
Come here,
camera.
baby. Come here. Come here. Come on, baby girl.
Oh, that's much
Stella.
better. That's
I
better.
figured it out.
Here. This one right
I'm
here.
so sorry.
I could not get adopted because she wanted to kill everybody that met her.
Oh,
And she was kept in a cage for 5 years.
Oh no.
For breeding.
Phoenix?
So now you would
Let me
never
see her
know.
face. And she gets along. Now she gets along. Look at that face. Oh my goodness.
My baby.
she's like, I was not prepared to go on camera.
She said I forgot to do my hair. And my other
That
one's
is
more shy.
wonderful. That is wonderful. I love seeing dogs and stuff like that. I'll probably put myself on that list as a veteran needing a dog soon.
You know
You
what?
know.
You let me know. Let me know, baby.
Stella, my husband was driving from Laredo. He used to drive truckers from Laredo up into Texas, and a lot of the truckers would find dogs because they dumped them because Laredo is so close. And he brought this dog home, and it was honestly, only God loved this dog. She was, that dog that they says the ugliest cat, with all the hair.
But I love those.
I know. Okay, she had the snaggle tooth, and I called her Lucy, and we didn't have her for a while because my dog was afraid of her. Can you imagine a bull terrier afraid of a little tiny terrier?
Yeah.
She was, and I agonized over that, but I just said, look, I can't take care of her. And I did call, actually San Antonio has a very good rescue. And I watched her, and someone did adopt her because she was feisty, she was adorable, but my husband picked her up. He goes, Jenny, look, she's all covered with oil, and she was running around, God only knows what she was eating, and he's like a big old softie, but this is the problem, and I don't like to keep them when you get so attached and then there's issues. And again, the vet bills, you don't know where this dog had been. You don't know what is wrong with the dog. And I felt really bad, but with my schedule and things, I just couldn't take a puppy. She was a puppy. She was like, not quite two.
You knew your boundaries.
Yeah, you have to. You have to be able, because these animals suffer.
Mhm.
If they get attached to you and then they get, pushed away again.
Oh my gosh, look, Stella, show us yours.
There's
Show
Stella's
that.
all
Who's
her.
that,
This is
Stella?
The blue-eyed beast.
Oh, look at that.
Where's your blue
And
eyes?
your dachshund?
Yeah. Yep, she's a long-haired dachshund. See her blue eye?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that is so
He's a
precious.
devil.
Those of you who are joining us now, I see that the numbers are increasing. So let me tell you, we're introducing Stella and Sue. They're from the Combat Crew. They don't only rescue dogs, but they rescue the owners with the dogs. And that's what is so beautiful. And so if you're joining us now, this is what this is about. So we're continuing with our stories. So now that you got established, where do you see yourself going with the business? Like, where do you want it to go?
We want to be one-stop shopping for people that are in need. Bottom line, community members with animals, or if it
Communities
wants a community
helping
member
communities.
without an animal. This is the community's rescue. That's the way we look at it. So the need, if we don't know what the need is, we can't find a solution or fulfill it.
That's right.
Most places, they set the boundaries and they drive the bus. We sure have to have boundaries, but we're letting the community drive the bus. And then when the need is arise, we have to put boundaries on a specific need. But we will go to homes for homebound disabled folks. We will take that pet to the vet, or take that person with the pet to the vet. We will do free nail, come to their home, do
nail clipping.
We board domestic violence victims' dogs so they can go and get help, or veterans that are like if there's a medical event and they have to go somewhere, go get therapy, or if they need rehab, anybody has like a serious surgery and their dog's going to need care for 6 weeks or so, and they don't have anybody to care for it, we'll put it in. We have boarding facilities that work with us this way, because at that point, they're either going to have to give up their animal or not get their medical care. And 90% of them are going to go AMA, leave without medical advice, against medical advice or whatever, and to go home to their animal.
We've seen that. We've seen the homeless. We've seen homeless stay on the streets because there was nowhere for their animal to
go. Absolutely. They won't go into housing and things of that nature.
People really don't realize how these beautiful dogs or cats, just they
fulfill the need.
But you know what? What the funny thing is that everybody kind of downplays it, but dogs in our country, as our value system and our culture, like even in a prison system, they use them for rehab.
Yep.
They use them in the military. We use them in our homes. Like so many people that have been incarcerated have been interacting, and they have a dog where they're having to take care of and they're dealing with. It absolutely changes their life. And we don't take this into consideration as much as we should about the human factor between the dogs and the human beings. And
human animal bond.
It's a lot of people, there are a lot of people that don't like pets, and I get that. They don't like animals, but they provide comfort, they provide stability, they provide security, they provide love, they provide so many things for us. And what you guys are doing, and I know Jeanette's going to say, why didn't she say this before? You have a website, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And you're selling your merchandise, right?
We have T-shirts for sale, and we're getting other things made, like stickers, magnets, things of that nature.
Okay. So that's really important to get your merch out there so people can see it. Get those stickers out, start handing them out to people when they come to your events.
Okay, what's your website?
thecomebackcrew.org, or go on Facebook and look us up. We're the ones with the hands, with the circle, with the paws in the
paws
middle.
on it.
Yeah.
The little girl across the street makes the dog kerchiefs.
Bandanas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you can bring anybody in to doing what you're doing with animals is just,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned something just a second ago, Jenny, about the human-animal bond, and people don't recognize it. And there's a story about the evolution of the dog in a family. And let's just look at our cartoons. Okay, the first big cartoon TV dog was Snoopy. What did Snoopy do? He was in the backyard. He lived in the doghouse. His best friend was a bird, and he interacted with the kids sometime.
Wah,
Right?
wah, wah, wah.
Evolution to Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo now has hanging out with the gang. He's ghost hunting, and he has a vocabulary. Right? Fast forward.
Whoa.
Brian Griffin sitting on the couch drinking martinis, dating hookers, in the cartoon factor, watching TV, full-blown conversations. So that shows the evolution just in that, the generational.
My book is about my husband and my dog.
Yeah. When Jack meets Milo, Jack and Milo.
My husband is a pilot, and Jack is his best. Milo's his best friend, and he flies with them in the airplane. And I just finished my third book, and so.
And I want to introduce this real quick. And if you want to know more about it, they're also going out in this month's mailings, right? And on top of that, they're going out in this month's mailing with a story.
Oh my God!
We have, and our mailing list again is the postal link exchange. You get discount vendor, and we would love to add you there when all our vendors get added to this list.
Nice.
And that goes out in the mailing, and at the same time they get a story put with them. I mean, it's fantastic, and I can't wait to have all of you with us because, and then. If you look at the cartoon this month, we just created a cartoon that goes along. I'm not going to say it out loud, but that still is growing. So they just got a post office. That's all I'm going to say.
They did. But we got a pet store.
Yeah, we got a pet adoption store last week ago.
I saw
You did?
that. I saw
Did you see it?
episode. I watched it. I loved it. Yes.
Thank you.
And it's not like a pet store. It's a rescue pet store.
Yeah.
Like they're not in cages. They're out. They got a play park.
We work with another rescue, a sanctuary, and she had gotten 3 bulldogs from an old lady because her son wouldn't allow her to have them anymore. And so she set them up. They have a yard. They have a house to go in with a bed and music and. I had to go over there and I said, could I use your restroom, please?
I've just seen them today.
Yeah. If you watch the pet adoption story that we made, all our dogs are real except mine. She just went to heaven, but you see that her dog is Milo, and then Jeffrey's dog is Gretchen, and then I had Laverne in there. So yeah, it was really
saw that. I loved it. I just want to tell you. Another thing I would like to talk about a little bit while we have a little bit more time is our blood donor program.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Give us a minute.
It is an amazing program for dogs and cats. We were blessed to be partnered up with Animal Emergency of Pasco. And what they do is they'll test a dog for their blood type. And if they match it, then they will be a blood donor. And actually, Animal Emergency of Pasco first started this program. And now it's starting to get bigger. And you can go more on this, Stella.
Well, it's a life-saving program, bottom line. It's just like people need blood transfusions, animals need blood transfusions.
I never knew that. That is good to know.
Program, they get their free yearly shots. They get with an exam. They get monthly trifexis or heartworm and flea protection. They get discounts on anything if they have a medical emergency. So you become part of the family, and all it takes is a little draw of blood to see if you and your animal want to be part of the program.
And it's free. It doesn't cost anything.
It's free for the test and
that
everything.
Is wonderful. So where's this place again? So they can go there?
8704 US Highway 19 in Port Richey, Florida. And it's called Animal Emergency of Pasco.
And
Okay.
it's an amazing
8740,
program.
I think it is. 8740 US Highway 19.
And it really helps. Like, there's so many people who want their animals, but they can't afford all the little things
Well,
because it can be expensive.
Right.
And just if they make the program, everything's for free.
Let them know they can call Sue, and then we will take their information because there are some criterias, and then we will set up the appointment at Animal Emergency, so we can complete all of that.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. I've never heard that. That is great news. That is wonderful.
And it's a way for people to offset their medical care for their animal, and then their animal's a lifesaver. How much better?
That's a win-win.
Yep.
It's a win-win situation.
That deserves the big applause.
That gets the big one, Jeanette.
We had a dog that was in the euthanasia list right now, named Odin.
Oh, okay.
And he was not far from being euthanized. And thank God Stella said, let's try his blood type. And we did, and he made it. And now he's starting to age out of it.
He's retiring.
Yeah. Because the dog's ages are from 1 to 7.
Okay.
And they have to be 50 pounds or over. Cats are, 9 months to 7?
Yeah, they can.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes. So.
And how long do they keep their blood? Is it just like the human bank blood? They have to keep a refrigerator and everything, right?
Yeah, okay. They have to separate it. And the Dr. Lee, he has invented a one-of-a-kind way to separate the blood and store it so it can be stored longer than any other blood program that has tried to create the same thing. So he was the first and only blood bank in this area 30 plus years ago.
Oh,
and
yes.
so they are like the only place, and everybody comes from throughout the Tampa Bay area for blood from them.
Let me tell you something. I know there's more to this comeback crew than what
it is so big. That's why I'm like, oh my God, we've got to get Rick on here. We've got to get the Animal Emergency team. Like, it's so much.
We have such a large team.
You're welcome back, and you know,
we look forward to being
in Florida. Everything. So if you have an event, let us know. We can put it on the channel, and
we'll talk about that on the backstage. But oh my gosh, Jenny, look what time it is.
It is. I told you. Jeanette told you. It goes by like.
Yeah, and I'm like so excited because I know Stella's like, I got more to say, and we know. So
hey, when you're passionate, it just
right.
I know the feeling.
It is a lot of feeling, and I'm like, I don't want to go, but we gotta go because or else the TV will cut us off in a minute. So we're gonna say thank you. Meet us backstage.
Thank you guys for being here, sharing your stories.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right.
Love that button. Love that button.
I do love that button. Anyway,
but.
We'll see you next week. Yes. So thank you everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week for another adventure of having fun with J&J. Jenny, you got anything to say?
I got nothing. I just have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a great
weekend. Put your creative spirit out there. Enjoy yourself and love on your pup.
Yes, and we'll see you again next week. Same time. Bye.
Same channel. Bye, guys.
Bye.